He's man beast form, question mark. Hey, Lin. We see a reptilian hand. Ah, and there we get a tease of it. A silhouette in the background. He's mad. Wait. Yo, Hegassen here. Tom Fidzy, and welcome to my One Piece Manga Chapter 1003 live reaction and review. Before we get started, I would just want to point out that in a recent SBS, it was confirmed that Kaido's Devil Fruit is the Fish model fruit. Fish fruit, Azure Dragon. A little bit disappointed that it was just revealed in an SBS. I mean, we got hints about it, obviously, in a recent chapter with Big Mom saying, "You owe me, I gave you the fish fruit," but we didn't actually find out whether Kaido ate it. That was all just speculation that maybe Kaido was a carp and that there is like mythology, like Asian mythology, that a carp once jumped over a waterfall and over the dragon gate and became a dragon. And it's been heavily speculated that that waterfall kind of reflects Wano, and that Kaido ate the carp fruit, jumped over the waterfalls and probably an actual gate somewhere maybe in Wano. And being in Wano manifests the powers as in being a dragon. It's kind of disappointing that it was actually confirmed in an SBS, I think, because then there's none of that speculation, you know. There's none of that speculation of, is he a dragon or did he actually eat the fish? Did Yamato eat it, maybe? Did somebody else? Did he do something else with that devil fruit? Now we just actually know that, yeah, Kaido is a fish. It would have been cool, like, to actually get that confirmation when we see him, like, devolve, I guess, into a carp. But whatever. Okay, it gets that speculation out of the way. We can still speculate as to maybe if Yamato has a devil fruit or not. And actually, whether or not Kaido's fruit is tied to Wano itself. And if he leaves Wano, does the dragon, like, disappear? Does he just revert back into a carp? Because we haven't seen him in dragon form outside of that. I mean, if he could just fly around the world as a big dragon, why wasn't he like flying when he wanted to go to Marineford? Why didn't he fly to Marineford? Why didn't he fly to Zoe? You know, why did he have to send Jack and stuff like that? So yeah, why couldn't he just fly around until he found like Laugh Tale or something like that? So yeah, so maybe there's like a reason there as to why he's not seen transforming. Maybe that's why Shanks was able to hold him off. Because at that time Kaido would have been out of Wano and he couldn't transform into dragon. So there is still a lot to actually speculate on. Can, as the carp, he actually survive in the water? That is a big question regarding aquatic creatures. Previously saw the axolot one and it didn't really like the water. So that was with Smiley. It did cross a river, but it was a big thing anyway. So it was like kind of going through a puddle. So yeah, still lots to speculate on. Just a little bit disappointed that it was revealed in an SBS. Anyway, let's get into this chapter. 1003. Night on the Board. Night on the Board. That is a weird title. Okay, Night on the Board. Alright. Maybe we're gonna board. What could that mean? Like walk the plank style like board, or like we're gonna have like a bounty wall or something? Anyway, let's get into this. I've heard that this is a very hyped chapter from my good friend Bamboo Beast. So let's go. And we got Reiju there. Reiju receiving the affections of a scorpion with a cactus flower. And she'd probably be like, oh, a nice flower. And then just suck the venom out of the scorpion instead. There's a goofy lens. Looks like a Pokemon. Alright, let's go. Hey, we got Reiju here. Maybe hints that the Germa are going to turn up. Who knows? Let's go. Whoa, first page. Well, page 2 and 3. And it's already looking fantastic. Just look at the artwork. That is really awesome. Right, let's actually break it down and get into this stuff. So we're continuing on with Luffy's Gatling, and we see another shot of his fist like hitting Kaido's cheek. It's actually very similar to, remember when like Ace punched the statue of the dragon? It's really similar to that actually. Really reminds me, kind of in the same place as well. Maybe Oda drew that deliberately, eh? And it looks like we can see blood going there. Oh, some more in the chest. There's a shot of Luffy. A few more in the chest, all over the neck, on top of the head. There are fists everywhere. Everyone else is just looking on. Look at the detail. Always the detail on kids' creations. Oh, you can't see Killer there, but but hang on, it's good actually. Everyone is standing. Like I say, we can't see Killer, but people, they all weren't one-shotted by Big Mom. Big Mom was very impressive in the last chapter, but they weren't all one-shotted. They're still all standing. Kid is still in control of his big metal mech thing. They're just watching in awe. Zoro's just used to seeing this. You can say da 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 da, just going Goku da 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 da. There you go. Luffy, Big Mum is also looking on in shock. Let's get on to page 4 and 5. It's still impressive drawings. Right, I imagine that we're going to have a break after this. There's Kaido. He's just looking a bit shaken. Luffy's going in with another big one punch. Bang! Straight onto... Oh, okay, yeah, looking at the art. So he's hit him on the head, and Kaido's head has just gone smacked down straight into the ground by the force of the punch. Big explosion on top of Onigashima. We can see the horn has been cut off. Speaking about that horn, actually, Zoro cut it off. I hope it landed in a forest. Otherwise, that is quite a lot of collateral damage. Some poor town, like, landed on, like, leftover town or something. We find out at the end of Wano, and everyone in there is dead. Right, let's keep going. Luffy is now running in. Oh, looks like maybe Big Mum might intercept. Kaido! Kaido's got lines over his eyes. Surely he's not down. Oh, Luffy's running out. Zoro's clocked this. Law has clocked this. Zoro has run out. Kid doesn't know what's going on. Straw Hat, when did he get you? Wheeze. But we've seen Luffy, stamina has been increasing. He should be able to get up pretty soon. No, it's a side effect of the cannonball-like technique. He won't be able to use haki for about 10 minutes. We've seen him training. I don't think it's going to be 10 minutes. I don't think he's going to have to call, what's it called? Like Gattus or whatever it was from Dressrosa to carry him around. So that strength comes at a cost, says Kid. Still, if all of those punches did full damage, it may have one Yonko down temporarily, but there's still another one standing in the way. What? At your limit already? That was quite a demonstration you put on. Happy mothers! What's going on? Just please, someone put day in there, and that's all your One Piece Mother's Day cards that you need. Big Mum, happy mother. Zoro's looking, and he grabs. Oh, she's gone for Luffy, but Zoro quick ran in there and dragged him out. Blaze, happy mothers, blaze, cutting down with Napoleon. I wonder if Zoro can actually, like, now that he can cut fire, just cut Napoleon's flames, cut Prometheus. Come on, Killer. Let's keep up the pressure on Kaido. So there is Killer. So Killer is still back up. Last time we saw him do those, like, that big slash attack. I think the general consensus there was that it was, because it was called like Sonic something, that it was just sound waves, and the fact that blades were going through Kaido was just an illusion. It was quite confusing at the time. Come on, Killer. Let's keep up the pressure. Hand over Straw Hat. You got it. Hand over. I think that's Big Mum in the background. Actually, that's not Killer saying hand over Straw Hat, and then Kid. Sorry, and then Killer says you got it. Huh? Oh, Law's going into Big Mum. Counter shock. Boom! Law has got a hit on Big Mum, and Kid is running towards Kaido. Kaido's getting up, and he's turning around and he's looking at Kid. Oh, another beautiful page. 8 and 9. Look at that. Kid. What's that? Kaido's body is like coiling. So Kaido's body's coiling. And it sent out a blast. Like, I don't know quite what's happened. He's like coiled and maybe air is like shot out. And it's formed tornadoes. So he's like created some kind of air pressure thing. Dragon Twister! Common thing that we see dragons do. If you ever play Pokemon, you know that a lot of the dragon type attacks are always Twister based. And really weak as well. Why is Twister a really weak move in Pokemon? Anyway, let's carry on with the chapter. So, boom! Kid's thing. It looks like it's getting blown apart. Killer's getting thrown back. Are you kidding me? Says, I'm not sure who's saying that, but it's being said over Zoro. I'm pretty sure that's Kid and Killer. Zoro. No, Luffy. Oh, thanks, Zoro. This guy's just a natural disaster. Oh no. Oh, so I thought maybe Zoro had dropped him. But it looks like Zoro has just got caught in this, like, big swirling vortex, and Luffy has now gone flying. And Kaido's going in for Luffy. He's chomped down on Luffy. He's done what Killer said he wanted to do, attacking from the inside. Are we going to get like a Drax? Not so fast, don't you dare. I mean, Luffy has survived inside of a giant reptile before, back on Skypiea. Okay, Zoro's chance to save his captain. Next page, 10 and 11. So many double page spreads. Or like, the way they've been framed. Another beautiful page. Not so fast. Don't you dare go eating our captain. Free sword style. Oh, there we see Enma. Zoro's creating a dragon of his own. Is that katana the source of that strange haki? Okay, yeah, again, confirming that, you know, Enma, Black Blade, that potentially some of Oden's haki, because you make a Black Blade through imbuing haki, and then it eventually just becomes a Black Blade, that some of Oden's haki is in there. You know, very big chakra vibes. So Zoro is kind of using Oden's haki a little bit. Maybe it's going to be like a bit of a test, I would imagine, and then later on Zoro would start replacing it with his own haki. I'm sure that there are going to be other things relating to the fact that Oden's haki is still in these blades. I'm assuming both of them as well. Probably some kind of, like I said last time, with like Minato could talk to Naruto even though Minato was dead. Might get some kind of thing like that, like Oden can say goodbyes or whatever. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Should be concentrating on this amazing looking panel of Zoro cutting Kaido. Kaido is in, like, Zoro has created his own tornado, his own vortex, and Kaido is in the middle of it. Black rope dragon twister. Bro, we can see, is that blood coming off of Kaido? It looks like Zoro has damaged Kaido, actually giving him a new scar. Yeah, Killer confirms it. He cut the scales, so a new scar on Kaido from Zoro. Plop! Luffy comes flying out of the mouth. That brat, he actually cut Kaido. Wow, Zoro fanboys. Zoro fans are loving these chapters, I bet. So Luffy, Oden and Zoro have all been confirmed to physically like scar Kaido, make hurt Kaido. I guess also like Kinemon and the 9 Red Scabbards. But all of them using kind of haki-based techniques, will of Oden, apart from Luffy, I guess. Maybe. Let me know if I got that right. But, yeah, Zoro has cut Kaido. Maybe, you know, Sanji fans, don't worry. I think he's used a little bit of Oden's haki to do it. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe, again, like I say, it could be a test. He could master Enma on his own, replace it with his own haki, and we'll see. We could still see Zoro cut Kaido with his own haki later on. He actually cut Kaido, that brat. Ah! That hurts. I see. Yeah, that must be Oden's sword. You dare challenge me to a dragon twister? Kaido's curling up again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, look at this. Look at this. More amazing pages. Dragon twister demolition breath. So Kaido is now just doing every single elemental ability. Try attacking. He's got air blades coming off, wind, lightning breath. The only thing I can't see in there is fire. Zoro's standing his ground. Luffy's just getting thrown around in it. Kid is, you know, he's trying to deflect it with his metal and stuff. It's getting cut up. Looks like Law's being pretty chill. He's just like plop, pop, pop. We see pop, pop, pop. He's dodging it using his abilities. Zoro's now got Luffy. Luffy's just like out of it. Killer is using his blades to cut it. They're all being very impressive. And okay, we're going away. So the attacks are now falling down through the, off of the roof down into the people below. So we're cutting down to the people below. We see the Oniwa Banshu there. The battle above is so fierce. The rubble just keeps raining down. Oh, we got Orochi's head laying there. Now, here we go. Theory time that it was Orochi has multiple heads, 8 heads. So maybe next time we see him he's going to have 7 heads. Good grief. First, our business partner dies. Oh, wait, is someone confirming that he's dead? I still doubt it. He has multiple heads. But who is this? Who's this playing some kind of game? Then the party we were invited to turns into a battlefield. Oh, page 14 and 15. Hello. Oh, bald. Okay, bald as in like a chessboard kind of a thing. As in a game. Okay, right. I wonder what that means. Right. It would seem this is a battle for revenge 20 years in the making. But with Doflamingo out of the picture, Kaido and the worst generation were bound to clash at some point. And we see some people looking in on these people playing their game. And there we see them. Cypher Pole, Aegis Zero. We've got the guy with like the mask where it's like a black and a white eye. So it would seem that destiny ordained that samurai and pirates would join hands like this. At a moment when the state of the world hangs in the balance. There we see the rest of them playing in the background. Oh, interesting. What? There's someone playing on a shamisen and they've got that mask on with the eye that we know the little flying squirrel person seems has powers on and can see for it. So are they spying? If by some chance 2 of the 4 emperors should fall, there would be no telling what might happen to the world next. But this is an unnecessary concern. Oh, so they're not going to step in. There's one in the background. There's a geisha in the background that really looks like Nico Robin. There we see the person playing on the thing. Enemy infiltration number 5,400, but 400 of them are already down. Oh, okay, so yeah, they must be with the mask just relaying information to... So not spying, they're just relaying information to Cypherpole, I guess. Meanwhile, on our side, the number is over 30,000, though we have lost 3,000. The samurai had a good start, says one of them, the one who holds, like, the mask with, like, the beard, like the flowery beard. Hey, we see Beppo, Penguin and Sachi in a fight. They're actually doing some damage. Excellent. The difference in numbers is so great that an unorthodox attack would get them nowhere near the leadership. Their sneak attack worked brilliantly. The difference in numbers is so great that an unorthodox attack would get them nowhere near the leadership. But just taking the leader's head will not spell the end of the battle. Okay, and there we see the game being played. 27-5. So one of them is really bad at the game. We on the island. We are on an island. There is no escape. It is an all-out battle. It is Apex Legends. It is Fortnite, the One Piece mod. If Kaido's powerful officers are left to their own devices, each will easily eliminate 100 soldiers at a time. Okay, so to these people, it's all a game. That's why it's a night on the board. To them, they're just like watching it as a game, right? They're just watching it as a game. Okay, next page. We've got Frankie there. If the new generation cannot stop those officers. There we see Sasaki in his rhino form. There we see Sanji looking shocked. There we see Usopp, Otama and Nami all fighting. And there we see Ulti as well in like hybrid, maybe hybrid form. We can see like the spikes coming out of her forehead. The black pieces will overrun the game board. So yeah, the game board kind of reflects what's going on. So if the new generation cannot stop the officers, so the new generation are the white ones, the ones that are only a few, but when we see that they're in the middle, and Kaido's ones are the black ones, all on the outside. Then we see Jinbe. The outcome of this battle is not much in doubt. There we see Yamato. So why don't you pirates do us all a favour and take out as many of each other as you can? Very interesting. And what is this? Okay. Okay. Sorry, we've cut. I think we've cut back to the roof, and there's like doors, and 1, 2. There's 3, maybe 4 doors, and 2 of them definitely look smashed in. And then we see everybody else. Oh, okay, awesome. And we see everybody else looking shocked. Kid, why does he look like that? Luffy, Kaido, Law. He's man beast form, ? Hey, Lin. We see a reptilian hand. And there we get a tease of it. A silhouette in the background. He's mad. Wait, if Big Mum is floating high up in the air and Kaido's like shoulders are at that height, This is fun. I was just thinking the same thing, Kaido. That's kind of cool. You know, the Yonko haven't been tested like this in a while. Next chapter hits February 14th. Oh, we're getting a Valentine's Day. We're getting a Valentine's Day present. I was convinced we were going to get a gap. Okay, I'm down for this. A Valentine's Day present. That's the end of the chapter. Oda, thank you. Thank you in advance for the Valentine's Day. It's going to be the best and only thing I get. Anyway, wow, what a chapter. What a chapter. What kind of surprise have we got next week? Hybrid form on Valentine's Day. That would be really awesome. That would be great. Okay, well, what a good chapter. At the end, interesting with Cypher Pole. Let's review this. So Cypher Pole, they're very much holding back. They're very much kind of watching what's going on. Thinking of it all as a game. Part of a larger thing, I guess. Thinking very strategically. And it seems like that they're not really going to get involved maybe until the end. I'm guessing because obviously the arcs after this are probably going to be more well government based. So yeah, they'll stand back. They'll let the chaos unfold. I guess have both numbers weaken each other, and then they will swoop in maybe and clean up the mess. Very interesting. It seems like they're a little bit worried about two Yonko falling, but at the same time not too fussed either. So yeah, maybe the powers in charge, Im-sama, have their own plans in place, and are definitely going to shake up the world. You know, this whole 20-year thing is about shaking up the world. I don't think it's just limited to taking out the Yonko. Definitely interesting stuff. So yeah, they're going to hold back at least. So they're just going to let the fight continue. The battle royale, as it's been basically described in this one, they're stuck on an island with no way off. It is the last people standing. It is Halo. It is One Piece Legends. Now let's talk about the actual fight itself, because we got some beautiful panels. Like the artwork this week was like gold tier plus, was like fantastic. Just like even like the first like page of just Luffy just punching Kaido, mirroring that like Ace punching the statue. Really good stuff. It was mainly just kind of Luffy and Zoro this week. We didn't see much from the others, but good to see that they were all still standing after Big Mum's attack. It wasn't a one shot, and Big Mum actually getting a little bit more involved this week was very exciting as well. Kaido's powers just seem to be unlimited, and we see, you know, this isn't even his final form. We are hopefully getting that on Valentine's Day. Kaido's final form, what kind of powers is he going to be throwing about when he's in that form as well? But yeah, good to see that the battle was still going. I was a little bit worried that the battle could have been ending a little bit earlier, but it looks like no, it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going, like Luffy versus Katakuri, you know. Let's not go away and get them all defeated. Let's just keep the fight going. Zoro, very impressive, wounding Kaido, cutting Kaido. You know, loads of people now are going to jump on that. Zoro, hurt a Yonko, cut a Yonko. One of the only few people that actually wounds Kaido. Just remember the fact that that blade, Enma, is imbued with some of Oden's haki. It's made very clear here that it's not just purely Zoro's power. He hasn't fully mastered the sword just yet, but there is still hope. There is still optimism that I think that one day Zoro at the end of this will reclaim it as his own and put his own haki in that. You know, there will probably be something at the end of this. Like, I can't sense any more of Oden's presence in that sword. I now confirm that, you know, this sword is now yours, Zoro. Enma now belongs to you. And the other Oden's other sword as well. What kind of imbuement has been put in that? Maybe that one has more of imbued in, like, as I was speculating, maybe there's like a message left in there or something like that. You know, like a final goodbye, the Minato kind of style thing. Maybe that is in the other one, the one that is with Hiyori, so that Oden can say goodbye to Hiyori and to Kinemon and all that, and be like, thank you for fulfilling your mission. You've done a great job. You guys can now retire. Rest in peace. Go see your wife, Kinemon. Just go chill and relax. Wild speculation, maybe. What do you think? What do you think is going on with Enma and the haki, and the fact that Oden's haki in there? Is it giving you chakra vibes? You got any theories regarding it? How much of the cut is down to Zoro and how much of the cut is down to Oden. Does this absolutely put Zoro well high, like miles above, up on a sky island compared to Sanji? You know, is Sanji in Fishman Island now, and is Zoro all the way up in Sky Pier? Or, you know, is the gap still not as big as people think? I'd love to know your thoughts regarding that. What do you think of all Kaido's powers? The fact that he can now summon tornadoes. Like, between Kaido and Big Mom, they are just elemental disasters. You know, they are just literally mother and father of nature. Just like Big Mum also controlling lightning and clouds and fire, and so is Kaido as well. Two very powerful, very broken devil fruits. Let's see Law using his broken ones. We're getting glimpses of the other fights with the rest of the Straw Hats. I do hope that we actually get into that in a little bit more detail. I think the fact that they're now talking about it means that I wouldn't even be surprised if next week we don't even get the Kaido reveal. We actually start going into those other fights. Just a little bit, maybe at the start, and then it will end with showing Kaido in his hybrid form. But yeah, I don't want to cut back to like Frankie has defeated Sasaki, or the fight is like halfway done. It would be really cool though if it ends and it just shows them all in hybrid form. But no, I still want to see them fight. I still want to get into their fights in a little bit. I think we're going to be close though in there. When are we going to get to the next act though? When are we going to get to that next act? It's got to be close, right? It's got to be close. Maybe when Onigashima reaches the flower capital, if it doesn't make it in time and it crushes down on the flower capital, that will be when the act ends. We don't really have a set time limit yet as to how long it is going to take. But I think maybe the fact that they're saying that we're stuck on an island means that the fight won't be concluded until they get there. But no, very cool, very good stuff. This was an excellent chapter. This was easily gold tier plus. Just looking at page, as I'll go back again, just looking at page 2 and 3, just look at that artwork. Look, you can feel the impacts that Luffy is doing. Where Zoro is cutting Kaido, beautifully like panelled in the middle. Look at all the detail on Kaido. Every time you see Kid, so much detail. Fantastic. And yeah, finally getting into hybrid form, gold tier plus chapter, and we're getting another one next week as well, straight away. So thank you, Oda, for putting in all of the hard work, drawing these beautiful ones and getting them out pretty quickly. I was fully expecting a break after this, but no, thank you for giving us an amazing treat on Valentine's Day. I already know that it's going to be an amazing treat, so that's going to make my day. Until then, thank you, bye bye. Hey, so thanks for watching. What did you think? Let me know about it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed my video, maybe give it a like, and if you really liked it, why not subscribe? You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Twitch. Oh, and here's a related video you might enjoy, and something more fresh. I've been Hegassen, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!